Pamela Gesford was born into the confectionery industry on May 13, 1961, in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, to Thomas and Clara. Her dad worked at the Hershey Company's factory in the chocolate conching department, and Pam recalls him coming home each evening smelling of chocolate. In fact, the smell was so enticing to the young girl that she would stand at the top of the steps to hug him each night, burying her face into the top of his head to take in the chocolatey aroma. Pam tells us both her parents taught her to be a person of faith, enjoy nature, work hard, and help others whenever there is a need. She says they also passed down many life skills. Her dad taught her how to change a tire and fix things around the house, while her mom schooled her in household chores as well as embroidery, which she says led to the creative hobbies she enjoys today. These lessons also instilled in Pam a love of sharing her skills with others, which has become one of her hallmarks in the confectionery industry. She grew up with her older sister Brenda, graduating from Central Dauphin East High School in 1979. She tells us her favorite memories are the time spent with her family, taking walks, drives, day trips, and staycations before that was a thing. Upon graduation, Pam wanted to work with wildlife and went on to get an associate's degree in wildlife technology from Penn State. She appears to be channeling some wildlife in this outfit from that time. Pam continued her education, earning a degree in biology from Penn State University in 1983, and taking additional food science courses at Penn State from 1986 to 1988. She excelled at college, earning the Presidential Freshman Award, as well as the Rutherford Rotary Club Scholarship and the Evan Pugh Scholar Award. Pam started her career in the industry more than 35 years ago as a temporary chocolate worker at Hershey during her summer breaks from college in the early 1980s. She explains that at the time, the company hired college students whose relatives were current employees to cover for vacations, overtime, and seasonal production spikes. While Pam says her initial part-time work at the company was driven by a need to cover college expenses, she returned to the company briefly in 1995, attaining the role of Senior Technician Specialist before heading to then Herman Golitz Confectionery Company, now Jelly Belly Candy Company, as an R&D manager. While at Jelly Belly, she worked on products including Dr. Pepper jelly beans and sugar plums. She left Jelly Belly in 1998 to join industry supplier ColorCon Incorporated as a manager of technical services for food and confectionery, staying with the company through mid-2005 and developing its pearlescent color blends. While working at ColorCon, Pam began what has become a passion, sharing her skills and knowledge to benefit others in the industry by serving as an instructor and speaker at countless events. She also takes on leadership roles for associations and technical groups, serving on boards and committees. She is extremely active at both PMCA and AACT technical conferences, presenting on a broad range of topics including panning, snack components and savory ingredients in confectionery, and the challenges of working with novel sweeteners. She has also presented at IFT events, covering printing on food in one instance. Here is Candy Hall of Fame Class of 2008's Ed Wilson photobombing the opening slide to one of Pam's PMCA presentations. But these teaching opportunities don't always turn out the way she plans. She recalls an occasion while in Brazil troubleshooting for a soft panning operation. When teaching this technique, she refers to it as a Goldilocks process. The syrup can be too hot, too cold, or just right. And pan speeds can be too fast or too slow, but need to be just right to get the best product. Unfortunately, when she asked the Brazilians if they were familiar with the fairy tale, they were not. So she started to explain it in a very different way. But they stopped her and told her that what they really wanted was to learn the story of Goldilocks. Looking back, she never thought her career would have her standing on a production floor in front of a group of adults, relaying the story of Goldilocks and the Three Bears through a translator. Pam has also served as a counselor at large for AACT and held a range of offices for the Keystone chapter of IFT, including serving as chair. She has also helped organize AACT meetings and golf outings. Pam has chaired the PMCA B2B subcommittee 4 times, which found her doing on-stage demos, handling speaker selection, organizing equipment, and supplying staging during the group's National Technical Conference. In 2005, Pam took on the role of Technical Manager for Quality Assurance and R&D at Perfetti Van Mel USA, before becoming a senior consultant for Nectel Lab in 2007. She says that her work ethic and curiosity combined to make her a natural fit for research and development work. In 2013, Pam returned to where it all began, rejoining Hershey as Staff Scientist R&D, Sweets and Refreshments, a position she currently holds. In this role, she is frequently called on for internal educational opportunities. Since her return, she has taught courses on hard candy as part of the Hershey Sweets 101 program, as well as panning demos and an international bean to bar course covering soft and hard panning and polishing. Pam is the 2017 recipient of the prestigious AACT Stroud Jordan Award in recognition of her contributions in the field of confectionery technology. She's shown here accepting the award from the previous year's recipient, Randy Hofberger, a 2014 Candy Hall of Fame inductee. And here she is in 2018 with fellow Stroud Jordan winners. Among them, Candy Hall of Famers Pat Hurley, Judy Cooley, Bob Booten, Reg Groves, Rich Hartel, and Randy Hofberger. Away from the office, Pam is an avid traveler, having visited 45 states and all but the Antarctic and Australian continents. She has a list of 40 countries she plans to visit and enjoys meeting new people and learning new things, noting her creativity, powers of observation and memory have helped her in her career. She is active in her church, participating in service projects, including sewing comfort bears for first responders to give children in emergency situations, and sewing bedrolls for the homeless. Here she is with her sister, about to head out to pick apples and potatoes for local food banks. She is an avid photographer, earning herself the nickname Pamerazzi, and she participates in Renaissance fairs. Shown here at the Renaissance-themed wedding of a close friend along with her parents and her sister. Of the confectionery industry, Pam says, "I love the people and the products, and it allows me to use both sides of my brain, my creative and my scientific. Plus, it supports my sweets habit." Please join us in welcoming Lorraine Potoczny-Kobold, who will help us induct her best friend Pam into the Candy Hall of Fame.